What's up, guys? This is another episode of my cribs series. Gonna take you guys on a school tour. Gonna share some cool stories. I attended this school from first grade to second grade. I got a lot of funny stories. I used to be in love in first grade with a girl, and she had a lot of rings on her fingers. So one day I went to the dentist, and when you're done fixing your teeth or whatever, you get to choose a toy, and they pulled out the boy section of toys. Hey, you can choose like a dinosaur or whatever, like boy toys. Pause. But I said, yo, do you have rings, like girl rings? Do you have girl toys? And I remember the dentist looked at me like, okay, all right. And she pulled out the girl section, and I took like 4 or 5 rings. You would have thought that, oh, Envy's gonna give the girl a gift. He's gonna impress the girl like that. No, I thought since she's wearing rings, I'm gonna wear rings too, like fake diamond rings. So I went to the school the next day, and I put all 4 or 5, I can't quite remember, I put all those rings on my fingers, and I sat down next to her. So I put my hands on the table like this, and that's it. That's me flirting. That's my first time flirting. I was ahead of my time, because now boys use makeup and nail polish and... Okay, so they pimped up the whole school. Back in my days, it was a lot more shitty. It was a ghetto, man. Now it's fucking circle windows. And beside the girl that I was in love with, I also had a thing for my teacher, a ginger. She was a beautiful ginger, big tits. I love MILFs. I swear to God, yo, this is more like when I used to go here. Just broken glass and rats on the floor. And so for you local rats, this is Hallingby skole. Och jag kom från Grönvallslätta. Check my resume. So the schoolyard is next to a graveyard. Circle of life. Man, it's slippery with this Votter, vad fan votter på engelska? Yo, what happened to the woods, man? We used to play in these woods. Look at this is sad, bro. Back when I was a little boy, man, we didn't have Game Boy, we didn't have TV, we didn't have food, we didn't have nothing. All we had was rocks, man. That's how we used to play, man. You take a rock, by the way, we had to make our own rocks. You take a rock, you grab another rock, and you place it on top of another rock again, and then you just... And that's how we used to play. It was a lot more fun than Xbox, GTA 5. As I said, I only went to this school for a year because I used to live at a farm with my little brother and my mom and my stepfather. And my parents kind of fell out and became addicted, so my grandmother came and picked me up. Let's go and visit the next school that I attended from 2nd grade to 7th grade. Fuck it! Oh shit, what? Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. God damn, man. Welcome to another episode of Envy trying to convince the viewers that he's a cool guy. Today, we're gonna visit the schools Envy attended to back when he was a young fellow. Vad fan heter barnskola på engelsk? Vad fan heter barn? Elementary. Tusen hjärtligt tack. And boom, next school. This is the 2nd elementary school that I attended. Came here in 2nd grade. And yeah, let's take a look. I've heard they're gonna demolish it, so it's about time for me to come back and film it. Cameraman is doing an amazing job, man. Amazing. This is the boys' bathroom, and over there is the girls' bathroom. And my homie, he's been in the previous crib video. I think he lost his virginity in one of these toilets. So shout out to my friend who lost his virginity at what? Age 7, 8, 9? Okay.
Fucking slut.
Yeah. Piece of shit. I was just angry because he got some and I didn't. When I came to this school in 2nd grade, of course, I had no friends. The first day, my mom took me with my grandmother. That was kind of a big deal for my mama to pull it together and just forget about the drugs for a day and pull it together and just come with me to the new school on my first day. So I remember that. And then my mom and my grandmother left, and the first thing I did, I walked into the new classroom, and the first thing I saw was a girl crying because they had threw her teddy bear up on a tall closet and she couldn't reach it. I went up and got her teddy bear, and she was getting bullied a lot. And the guy who had threw her teddy bear up on the closet, he was like the popular bully motherfucker. So immediately I became the new guy who was a fucking retard in their eyes. So fuck it, I went into the classroom at 2nd grade, and everybody was laughing at me because I helped her. But there was one guy, he didn't really give a fuck about nothing. He sat in the back of the classroom and he was just drawing. That was the guy you saw in the previous video, the guy I had to censor, the guy with the red jacket. That was that guy. We became close friends, and he's still one of my best friends. So shout out to you, but fuck you for making me have to censor you, because that took a lot of time for me, bro. He had a bad bear day or whatever, I don't know. So the news spread about me being the wannabe older kid started to pick on me. They used to tape me while they mess with me, like punch me, fuck up my headphones. One time they grabbed a hockey stick and went crazy on me, and they filmed it and showed it to the whole school. I wanted real payback, so I grabbed a brick, picked it up, and he was like, don't play yourself, man, don't play yourself. And then I threw it. Missed him, didn't even reach him, like in front of his legs. And man, he fucking tackled me and beat the shit out of me. And now I think he's on my fan page. So I threw it, I missed him, and he tackled me and fucked me up. I went through a lot of different stages at this school. At first I wanted to be a police officer, and then I wanted to be a soldier. Like, I used to wear military clothes to school, and then eventually I wanted to be a rapper. And when I started to use baggy clothes at age 11, nobody at this school liked hip-hop or even listened to hip-hop. And here I am dressing in XXXXXXXXXXL clothes, baggy jeans, do-rags. You become the outsider very quickly. Yeah, I had friends, of course, but even from, as I said, elementary school, I became the outsider, and I still am in this rap motherfucking game. No fucking awards, man. Let's get out of here. Let's go.
Det så jævlig vanskelig å finne hvordan du skal si det, ass.
My junior high, Veimark ungdomsskole. This is where the fun begins. The first day at this school, they wanted to take a picture of all the class students in front of the whole class, right? And I had my cap on, and they say, yo, can you take the cap off? But that was not hip-hop to me, so I was like, I really don't want to take my cap off. And they say, you have to. But I was strapped because I had a do-rag in my backpack. So I was like, all right, pulled up my do-rag, tied it. Kind of awkward situation with my teacher. And I was so fucking uncomfortable. Everybody they took a picture of were smiling. Not me. I was so gangster. I was so fucking thug. I was hip-hop all the way. This is my old classroom. And I was a fucking gangster with a do-rag. And keep in mind, nobody else at this school had that style. So again, you became a target. And the first year, somebody headbutted me. We just kind of grabbed each other. And in my world, you just, at that point, you just wrestling each other. So we were wrestling, and suddenly he was like, and I fell. And I started to cry, dog. With my do-rag, my gangster do-rag, I started to cry. So years went by and I started to adapt to the whole new fighting strategy and accept that I was getting older. I had to start using my fists and my head as well. That same dude, we started beefing again. And that was the first time I used quote-unquote real violence, and
he fell to the ground. Hit him again, hit him again.
Later on that year, there was a bully in our class. He was picking on everybody. He said to the girl that I was in love with that she was chubby. And I had been thinking about putting his ass to sleep for a long time. So when he called the girl that I was in love with chubby, man, that sealed the deal for me. I waited for him at this corner. I gotta show you guys, it's funny.
What's up, man? The first fucking punch.
Fucking punched in my fist. This bone just kind of stood up out of my hand. Something felt wrong. I felt kind of numb. Not trying to brag, not trying to sound cool, but a lot of punches, so I fucked up my broken hand by keep punching.
When I was done, I went inside and I looked and I saw the fucking bone sticking out. I was like, oh shit, I gotta go see the school nurse. Went there and she tried to fucking break it into place.
But it was broken. You can't fix it with just fucking put it to place. So I was sent to the hospital, bro. So my big day of punching and beating up the bully, I was sent to the hospital. Yeah, I was also expelled from the school for a day. And actually that day was the big school photo day, whatever you guys call it. I feel like I say whatever you guys call it a lot, but I'm not from the US. As I said, I'm from Norway, so shut the fuck up. But they said, yo, you can come up and join the class photo. So I came up with my fucking, vad fan är gisp?
Gips.
Gips, ja. Gips på engelsk. With the white fucking, I don't know what you call it. Gips heter det på norsk. Fan ass. Took the picture and took my BMX and went straight home again. Rapping, writing. I felt like Batman, man. A fucking Dark Knight. I feel bad for only sharing stories about fighting at this school. Like I'm a fucking fighter. I'm not. I am. I'm not. But beside those stories about me being Batman, overall I just cared about riding BMX and playing basketball. And in my lunchbox, my granny always used to put a carrot in it because she knew I loved carrots. One time, we were playing basketball and I couldn't wait to get a hold of my fucking carrot. Came in, pulled up my lunchbox, and I kid you not, somebody had fucking put a fucking condom all over my fucking carrot. I hadn't popped my cherry, so I was so embarrassed. I was so mad. Who did you? And there was this one guy who were laughing a little bit more than normal. So I assumed that was the guy. And we started fighting, and turns out he didn't do it. There was a girl from the other classroom, and yeah, I couldn't really fight her. She was big. This was school, cribs, tour, whatever. You ain't gotta go home, but you gotta get the heck out of my schoolyard before I turn into Batman again.